Hi, hello, my name is Michael Dumiak. I'm a journalist and reporter from the United States. Okay. They asked me to speak about the theme design matters, which quickly gets to the question, why does design matter, and then what is a designer? This is a very hard question to answer in 6 minutes without beer. So I thought I would do what we're going to do, which is describe some situations, tell some stories, see if we can spot some themes, and I thought I would start with a cow. This is the way most people think about cows: slow, sweet, friendly, useful, domesticated, nice, out there in the field, rocking around. But I would like to introduce you to a guy named Tony Mata. Tony is from Philadelphia. He's in his 40s. He describes himself as a meat geek, a meat scientist. He's described on the radio by a reporter named Dan Kestenbaum as an inventor, and when he thinks about cows, he thinks about them differently. Like this. He thinks about cows as a diagram, as a challenge, as a product, as a problem to be solved, and he thinks he's found a new cut of steak, and he's patented it. This is a different cut from the one you might see here. And so I was interested, how does he do his job? I studied it from this angle, from that angle, maybe throw it up in the air, catch it again, maybe play with it in a strange way. So what does this mean, design? I mean, cows have been with us for 10,000 years. They're almost always the same. But if you think about this as a business, they're a commodity. So Tony Mata is trying to discover new things in a commodity business. So I first got to thinking about design and why it matters in my first job as a journalist at a newspaper, where they always ask you when you come in with a story, you got art for that, because it's about presentation. You come in there with a story of the 3 bodies in the road, they think, great, you got art with that, because they want to lay it out on the page. It's a unified picture. They want to draw people in. It's a total package. All right, we're going to switch topics now. We can talk about phones. When I went to school, this is what phones look like. Nobody imagined these yet. I don't really want to talk about the iPhone or Apple design, but we could. I mean, the iPhone is out now. What's everybody talking about? The phone jack. But I want to talk about what's inside. And that would be things like games and alarm clock. I don't know, Space Invaders. I was talking to an Android app designer in Berlin the other day. He put it this way: I made my living for 3 years off an alarm clock. He designed an app. A popular one for the Android. It shows your biorhythms and gently wakes you. But demand is slacking for his app, and so he's telling me I've got to find new things. And so he's working with designers, because the barriers to entry for designing apps are very low. Anybody can do it if you know a little bit. As I said to me, we need something more. He is in a commodity business. There has to be something. Productivity is not enough, he told me. These are design examples from a guy named Roman Knudsen. He is a designer in Berlin. For years, he's been behind this concept of what he calls open design. You download it. These are files you can download. You can take it to your local laser CNC cutter, and you can make this yourself. You can make the iPhone killer. There's a file for that. You look at the DXF, you get a product. And he wants to see what happens. It'd be nice to give him credit. The thing about this is you can go straight to a guy with a machine with your ideas. You can look on Thingiverse, these sites, and get your object made very, very quickly, very easily. It means that things are changing, that these are ingredients, and that these are tools, and designers are using it in different ways. You can also look for change in other aspects. So I'd like to talk a little bit about design and politics. Sonny is design godmother. When Irinova told me this story years ago when I was first getting into politics, that when during Soviet times she took a design. I'm getting. All right, I don't know if you can catch up. Anyway, you used to have to get your graphic designs approved by a panel of politicians. there were illegal colors, and those blue, black, and white colors were illegal. I was telling a friend of mine who works for Nintendo, this guy is named Mario. He's a character for Nintendo's video game franchise. I was telling her the story about London, and she says, well, yeah, I know something just like that. The Japanese company Nintendo, they are looking for standards. They also have a panel of politicians that look at designs before they go out. Getting back to London again, I wonder if you know what this is. This is an IUD. It's a birth control device. It costs 120 euros to get this in a pharmacy. Roman Kadusha, my friend in Berlin, made this for pennies and a 3D printer. Really for cents. It's really, you can't use it. There's lots of disclaimers, but he's making several points about the cost of goods in the commodified world, about the change in the means of production, about the power of the farm industry. But if you think about the power of open source and 3D printing, go, cool, wait a minute, there's also this guy, his name is Cody. He's a young dude, he is at the University of Texas. He raised $20,000 in crowdsourcing so he could design his prototype for a gun that you can make in a 3D printer. Does it work? Is it quality controlled? I don't know, but you see the idea, somebody will get it right. So, what's it all mean? I really don't know. We're looking at why design matters, a different way you can think about roles of the designer. Still don't have a good answer for the boss who asks why the hell should I get a designer, but probably because his business is a commodity, products are cheaper and more equal, and he might want to find a new way to stand out, solve a problem, make a statement. Thank you.